Howdy folks, this is Applegeek. Just to start off with, I just want to say briefly, because I always forget to talk about this in my videos, I started a Twitter account. Account name is Applegeek83. Just figured it might be nice to have that to post tweets about reactions, where I'm at with things, status updates, whatever. But before it can be useful for anything, I need some followers on it. So go ahead and give me a follow on that if you want. And then it's easier to toss out stuff about, hey, here's where I'm at with stuff, or I'm taking a little break, whatever. Just easier to do that than on video comments. So give me a follow on that if you want, and hopefully that'll take off. That said, get right into the reaction here. Mentally Advanced Series, episode 6. This is based on Look Before You Sleep, the sleepover episode at the Golden Oak Library. Not honestly expecting a whole lot out of this one. Given that it's following the show animation, it is limited on what they can do, and it's only the 3 characters, and it's rarity, so whatever. The nice thing about having lower expectations is it can be pleasantly surprised. So anyway, give us a watch, and we'll see what we got to see here. Starting now.
My little ponies, my little ponies. Ah, okay, let's keep this part. It is not my favorite.
So here's a thought. What exactly is the mentality behind staging a violent lightning storm over all of Ponyville?
Really? Well, the reason is because lightning creates enough energy to break up the nitrogen molecules in the atmosphere. The nitrogen then turns into nitrous oxide, which dissolve in the rain and seep into the earth. And, nitrogen in the soil is real good for farming. Oh, honestly, it was a rhetorical question, Applejack. I was just making fun of the government. Way to ruin my fun. I'm sorry, I guess I just hoped that someone would value me for my knowledge once.
Well, no one does. Get over it. You are a grade A bitch. You know that? A bitch among bitches, some might even say. Honestly, this is what you sound like.
Any minute now, I'm gonna clock you
Applejack.
something.
I know
fierce.
about farming. Farming is all you know about. You're stupid. You're an earth pony.
Well, someone's got her racism turned up to 11 today.
Racism, it's true. Maybe you should learn to read.
Maybe I should kick y'all in your pretty face.
You really think my face is pretty?
Sure, everyone thinks so.
Well, thank you, Applejack. That's kind of you to say. Although I admit that I don't find your face very attractive.
Well, that does make me feel kind of depressed.
Well, it should. It's depressing.
Hey, I thought you jerks were coming over today.
So not
Okay,
that I'm
so we
complaining about
skipped the
being
mud
in from the
scenes
rain, but what
entirely,
exactly made
alright.
you think that we were coming over today?
Well, I asked Rainbow Dash to tell all you guys to come over. Well, I haven't seen Rainbow Dash all day.
What makes you think that we would come over even if Rainbow Dash told us?
Because I'm Twilight Sparkle, and I told you to.
Well, Twilight sure seems to be in a real good mood today. Don't track your filthy mud pony mud into a unicorn's home. You should be appreciative of being allowed in the first place. Go wash up.
I may be dirty, but at least I'm not a 2-bit whore.
Come to think of it, you do seem awfully chipper today, Twilight. Why? What are you planning?
I'm not planning anything. It's just that Spike said some innocuous comments today in the privacy of our home, and some ponies came, and Spike's on a short vacation now. And anyway, speaking of education, I recently got an assignment. And so, because I'm studying friendship, I am just happy, and so happy, and we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. And I know you're
To the
thinking it, but
point.
let me just tell you that I wasn't thinking about doing anything athletic, like running around or anything, because there wouldn't be any point. The weather's bad, and you wouldn't make it hardly 10 feet without being caught by the weather. See, because the weather is fast, and it's everywhere, so, So how are you? And Applejack,
So far,
my
Applejack
two best
is more
friends
intelligent than
that,
Twilight in
that
this
I'm
episode.
studying friendship with because Celestia is so great.
Oh, can't run then. Well, I'm doing fine, and of course Applejack is...
Having some trouble.
Oh heavens, I can't even imagine what that must be like.
Well, it's lucky we were both born unicorns. Praise Celestia!
Hail Celestia.
So riveting pleasantries aside, let's get down to business. Today my orders are to have a slumber party, and to enjoy it with a vengeance.
Oh, for heaven's sake. You mean I'm going to have to braid Applejack's hair and talk to her about her first kiss? As if I wanted to hear anything about what she does with her disgusting redneck cousins.
What about my family?
Oh, you're
Oh.
back. We were just talking about you. You know, about how the Apple family likes to keep it in the family, so to speak. Or even put it in the family. Well, who told y'all a fool thing like that? Your brother, during pillow talk.
You're lying! He wouldn't!
He did. He told me how rough it's been for you, and about your first lovey little stallion.
Hey now, you leave Brayburn out of this.
He was sweet. Besides, we were both
Oh,
and
oh,
maybe
oh.
hormonal. And I can't believe Big Mac told you about me and my cousin. Well, he didn't. I lied. I was just taking a shot in the dark to see what you might admit to. So, anyway, we've learned about Applejack's first kiss, I hope.
You
So I guess
walked
just
into
mark
that
off
one,
our
AJ.
list. Awesome. This is gonna be fun. What list? What are y'all talking about? We're having a mandatory slumber party. What's next, Twilight?
It says here, now we do facials.
Oh, a slumber party. Well, I bet Rarity's an expert on getting facials. Yeah, here's a tip. Don't get it in your eyes. And honestly, was that a burn, Applejack? Did I just get burned?
I think you just got burned, bitch.
Shut up, Twilight.
I was just paying y'all a compliment.
Great. Just play it off as good nature. Now I'm gonna wonder about that all night while I think about what it says about me that the first thing I assumed is that you were making the slut joke.
I think it says that the whole town thinks you're a slut.
And now I'm not wondering anymore.
Well, I think tonight's gonna be a great tribute to Celestia. Praise!
Praise. So what's next in this farcical tragedy?
Well, it
AJ
says
and
here that
honesty.
now we need to tell frightening horror stories. I don't suppose you chumps even know the meaning of horror.
Y'all ever seen Granny Apple shave her legs? No. Why would she do that?
I don't know, but I worry that one day she will, and that's a horrible thought. So what, are you proposing that that's a horror story? Once upon a time, Granny Apple shaved her legs. It was gross. The end. That sucked.
Well, she forgot to add the part at the end that makes it scary. You know. Awoo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was gross.
Awoo. And then AJ did something questionable with her cousin. Awoo. That was gross too.
Damn it, Rarity. Come tomorrow, everyone in town is gonna know, aren't they?
I'm telling everyone. Heck, I'm even sending a letter to Brayburn just to let him know I know. Do his parents know? Do your parents know?
If they don't know now, they're gonna know.
I'm gonna tell your dog.
But your
Fetch is
parents-
never gonna
what-
be the same. Great, now the lights are out. Good going, Applejack.
That's it. I've had enough. Ha! Did I get you? Are you dead?
No.
Darn it.
Wow.
Please don't tell my parents about me and Brayburn. So hey, I turned the lights off. Isn't that spooky?
No.
Well, I can't see Rarity's fat ass anymore, so I consider it an improvement. Guys, whatever you do,
How long
don't
we gonna
stop
stay in the dark
bickering.
this
I'm
time?
going to follow the sound of your incessant whining. Oh, what is this all over my floor? Broken glass? Did you guys break something?
Just turn the lights back on, you idiot.
Don't you call me an idiot. Where are you guys? Oh, here we go. Come here. So let's all hear a real horror story.
Okay.
So I sewed up the wound, thinking in my childlike naivete that I'd successfully completed the surgery. However, about a day later I was appalled to discover that I'd punctured an intestine, and that the patient was becoming septic. I tried to go back and correct the mistake, but that's when I learned my first lesson about proper procedures. I hadn't shaved the surgical area, and as a result some hair got in the patient's wound. The consequence was an allergic reaction that caused inflammation, and that only complicated the issue. Afterward, long story short, Celestia explained to me that's why I couldn't keep the puppy. Also, it died. So alright, horrible stories? Check. The happy ending is that these days I could perform that kind of surgery blindfolded and with my bare hooves.
Twi, your childhood is kind of terrible. How do y'all tell a
Okay.
story like that and then just go around smiling and acting like nothing's the matter?
Well, it's easy. I just think of something funny, like a blind pony in a wheelchair.
How is that supposed to be funny?
Well, Celestia had a lot of comedians in her dungeons.
Shut up, Applejack. This is why I don't
Your
ask
dungeon-
Twilight about herself. If you keep picking at it, then sooner or later she's gonna get out the alcohol and then things are just gonna go downhill from there.
Actually, that sounds alright. Let's just get out the alcohol and let things go downhill.
Oh. Well, okay. Twilight, tell us about Mrs. Buzzy again.
I don't want to talk about Mrs. Buzzy,
Well, we're your guest and we want you to have a mental breakdown.
but I don't want to have a mental breakdown. It's an assignment.
And I'd have a mental breakdown for you.
You would not.
I
Dude,
would
Mrs.
too.
Buzzy,
But
that
Twilight
was in
really
the
has
last
to have a mental
episode, I
breakdown in
think.
order for us to drink together.
I'm not sharing my liquor with
Continuity.
you. Who are my best friends? I'm studying friendship with you guys, just like I'm supposed to.
Well, if you're my friend, then make me a daiquiri.
No.
Make me a daiquiri!
Damn it, Rarity, can't you make your own daiquiri? No.
Wasn't there something in that book about slumber party sucks, get out the booze?
This book is made for kids. It's got illustrated pictures of little fillies enjoying the childhood that I never had.
Well then, what's next in the
Ooh.
damn book?
It says we have to play truth or dare.
I dare Twilight to make me a daiquiri.
It's not your turn. That's not how it works.
Yes, that is how it works.
No, it isn't. It's not your turn.
Well then I dare Twilight to make out with Applejack.
It's not your turn.
Well, whose turn is it, Sugar Pie?
I don't know. The game hasn't started yet.
It's my turn.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't, because I say that it's my turn and I get the final say on how this works. So, Rarity, guess what? Truth or dare?
I'll buy that.
Hey, Applejack, truth or dare? Dare? I dare all three of us to shut up and go to bed.
Can y'all do that?
Well, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
Alright, the objective is simple. All we have to do is go to bed. We don't have to make eye contact with each other. We don't have to worry about how
That
the other
got
opponent
passed up a lot
feeling.
quicker than I thought
We'll
it
just
would.
get some sleep, and tomorrow this whole thing will be like a bad dream.
Zig Heil, sleep Nazi. When do we put Applejack in der concentration camp?
Shut up.
What is this?
Un Earth Pony ist sleeping in mein Kampfbed. Unacceptable.
Mein Führer? Führer? Excuse me, Führer.
Go to bed, Rarity.
But there is an Earth Pony.
I
and you are in charge
stand
of the
corrected.
sleeping.
We got a new voice.
Tried to play along. Yeah, sleep on the floor where you belong. Nah. I'm sure you can use whatever disgusting pet bed Spike does. Get up. Watch it with that friggin' horn.
Damn it, Rarity, what's it gonna take to get you to go to bed?
I didn't get my turn in Truth or Dare.
Alright, fine. If it'll make you cut the crap, then you can have one turn. I dare you to pull a tree through Twilight's window after that. You didn't think she could do it, but she did, didn't she?
Well, it was really funny until that tree
All right.
got in here.
You suck dicks.
More than you.
I wouldn't even want to suck the kind of dicks that you suck.
Oh, well, you better just move out of town then.
You know what? I don't think I even believe that. I think that you're embarrassed that no real stallion could ever like a bitch like you, and you just make it all up.
Oh, is that what you think?
Yeah, that is
Well,
what
why
I
don't you
think.
just invite your parents to Ponyville and we'll put that to the test. We'll find out how forgiving your mom is
You
when
leave Mom and Dad out of this, or so help me, I will cut you. I will perform an autopsy on your still conscious body.
Oh, like hell,
Wow.
you couldn't.
I could too. I killed a puppy.
Yeah, but not on purpose. Twilight, I hate to interrupt, but I got an important question. I just got dared, so it's my turn now, right?
Oh my god, are you kidding?
Is it my turn or ain't it?
Yeah, whatever, it's your turn.
Twilight, truth or dare? Truth.
It's not your turn.
Truth or dare, honey, and pick dare.
Okay, dare.
I dare y'all to cancel this horrible slumber party and send us both home.
Holy Celestia, is it really that simple?
I think it is.
Then both of you, get out.
But I want another turn.
I said get out!
Okay, thanks for having us, Twi.
Sure, why not? That's the rules. All right. Oh, Mrs. Buzzy. Aww. Alright. Well, like I said, pleasantly surprised. that went differently than I expected. This one definitely had better pacing. I gotta say that. I mean, I'm no expert at judging things like that or anything, but that's just the feeling I got, is that they didn't dwell on any one particular scene in that too terrible long, which is good. It just helps the story move along. The last episode, I felt like dwelled on certain scenes way too long. I think that's probably what bugged me about it. But anyway, yeah, okay, 3 minutes later, and then all of a sudden the trees inside the windows busted. I would have been curious to see what happened in Truth or Dare during those 3 minutes to make that happen. I mean, we know what happened in the original show, but here's an interesting thing about this. I like the part where they just go black screen, turn out the lights. Because you do something like that, and all of a sudden you're free from the original show's animation. You can just throw voices, lines of dialogue, voices, sound effects, whatever, and you can all of a sudden make your own part of the story. That's a really genius thing to do, and it works in a setting like this because you're inside. It's night. You've got lights you can actually turn off. So that would have been interesting to see what story they could have come up with in a black screen thing for how the tree got inside, but well, whatever. it worked for, you know, the time jump worked for just the effect of like, wow, 3 minutes and it escalated to this. Okay. That voice. I was totally not expecting a new voice in this. What's with this, the sleep Nazi here? Is that what they call her? Like, it just, that was completely random. Just completely, totally random. Was not explained at all. Wonder if they're gonna bring that one back at some point. That'd be interesting. That they could go somewhere with that for sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Nazi thing can be a touchy subject for some too, but some people too. But it's, I'm just saying, there's potential there. That's all I'm saying. So be curious to see if they do more of that. Applejack, wow, like the explanation on the whole lightning thing right at the beginning. That almost makes me want to Google it and see if she's actually, like, what she was talking about is actual science or if that was just made up mumbo jumbo. I'm not really sure, but like, wow, Applejack actually sounded smarter than Twilight in this one. And then, oh, that was awesome too. How she just came, you know, Rarity is basically slamming her right to her face, and yeah, the racism went up to 11. And then Applejack just turned right around and gave her an honest compliment. You got a pretty face. And Rarity's just like, wait, what? Was that you actually liked my face? That was a compliment? And it's like, hats off to AJ. Kill him with kindness and confuse the heck out of him. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, that was an interesting bit of character development actually. That one line from Twilight about the what was that? The book was filled with pictures of little fillies, you know, living out there, you know, doing things that, you know, are like part of her childhood dream that she never got to experience or something to that effect. Sorry, I'd have to go back and watch this again to repeat the words more exactly, but like, ooh, okay, so now we're actually getting some legitimacy behind Twilight's bitterness in this version of Twilight. So that's interesting. Well, if she's studying, if she's been studying under Celestia for all these years, and Celestia is, yeah, man, what's the adjective you even want to use on that? She's just like a tyrannical, you know, dictator or whatever, just, you know, like cramming, you know, knowledge into Twilight and threatening her and wow. Oh, that actually reminds me that was something I forgot to talk about in the last episode. That part about she made Twilight kill her Phoenix by smothering it with a pillow, and then Celestia whispered to her, "Okay, I guess you owe me now." I'm like, wait, shouldn't Celestia own Twilight, not the other way around? Like, I don't even get where they were going with that, but clearly Celestia has been pretty rough on Twilight these past years. So yeah, I guess Twilight's got a reason to be bitter, and yeah, it explains a few things here. So yeah, it's actually interesting. Amongst all the randomness and chaos and everything going on in these videos, I'm actually starting to see some, you know, character development and some, you know, storyline continuity and whatever. It's that is getting interesting. You know, props to that. And the Mrs. Buzzy thing, I think that I know I heard that name in the last episode. I'm not sure if it was before that or not, but interesting bit of continuity. I wonder where they're gonna go with that on, you know, that's gonna become a recurring thing in these or what? Just have to see. All right, so yeah, I guess that's all I got to say about this one. Like I said, you know, I was pleasantly surprised. Definitely some funny moments in there. So Alright, I guess I'll just keep pushing on to the next ones here, and might even do another one or two of these tonight here. I'll see. I got loads of laundry I need to get done, but do this in between or something. We'll see. So I'll wrap this up for now, and catch you again hopefully soon for episode 7, I guess it'll be. Catch you later.